Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, back with more modded XCOM 2. We're going into a difficult field commander mission. We have to counter the dark event Left Behind, though I don't quite recall what Left Behind is. Comms jamming is nice, but shoddy intel on a field commander mission can be a little bit spooky, depending on how our engagement goes. As for the team, it's the people we have. We have 6 people who are ready for a mission. We're sending a tired tech support and a wounded mech. The tired tech support fixes the mech, and then he panics and wastes his time and doesn't do anything for the rest of the mission. But, I mean, the Pioneer is worth more than 0 soldiers, which is the alternative. It's just sending a squad of 6, so it's what we're sending. As for the people who are actually ready, it's 2 field medics, but thankfully it's also 3 combat engineers to make up for the second field medic that does nothing. We've built and upgraded the magnetic bolt caster to actually get a good gun on one of these field medics. We've also upgraded the enhanced shadow keeper and the ionic axe. The ionic axe in particular is going to do some carrying here. It might be worth putting AP or fire rounds onto this marksman carbine. Because of the existence of frost, I briefly considered doing that, and then I looked at the 3 flamethrowers and changed my mind. Let's get in there, let's go light some Mouse on fire. You know, I wouldn't be opposed if you happened to light the like button on fire while I was loading in. Alright, we spawned in the corner of the city. Let's get moving out and figure out where that field commander's at. We got a tiny little pod there of 3, not a big deal. Let's keep on moving. Nothing yet. We don't know if we'll be able to slip past or not. I'm just going to stay pretty close together on this side with the intent of slipping past them in a little while. It shouldn't be too hard. Odds are good they don't patrol directly into us turn 1. If they do, I mean, it happens. God, I always forget how slow Fiber Giant is. I believe the mod that gives them the ballistic spark shields has changed it so that that shield comes with a -2 movement speed penalty, which is really, really good. It needs the movement speed nerf. I'm just not 100% sure which mod changed to nerf them. Also, I really should have used my tech specialist to heal that turn. They patrol towards us a little bit, but mostly they're just going right. I don't think they're anywhere near pinning us right now. I hope not, anyway. Oh yeah, definitely. Now, we're going to double repair this turn like we were supposed to last turn. I just forgot to. This thing needs to be at full health. It's the entire reason we roll up Big Large, is now instead of being at risk of dying, Fiber Giant's barely even at risk of being wounded. Alright, with the repairs wrapped up, we can now move on. We're going to start by taking this position on one of our combat engineers, see if they can't find anything else. Continue running in.
Hostiles making the round. You've got the objective.
Hot damn. Target sighted. Let's go. Everyone get in there. Oh, that was not actually safe. We were only briefly in their range. I was more worried about something being here in line of sight. I don't think I had clear vision that that was safe. Anyway, everyone get in here.
Good to go.
If I go this way... Oh, you can't even get around because of the light post, I say. That's fine, we can still go. This is the best we're doing here. Fiber Giant's barely even able to like get in range of all this. He's so slow. And where is he? He's all the way over. Good, he's in the direction he wanted to be. He wasn't getting left behind on the right side somewhere, which was the fear I had. There are several towers around. Since I can actually hack them as I have a tech specialist for once, I need to look at them and see if there are any decent rewards from them. I don't care about like hack chance giving crits. I care about intel. A little bit about supplies and scanning time, but mostly about intel. I can just launch a rocket at that immediately. Seems good. I'm trying to come up with a single reason that this isn't the opening. Okay, the only reason it wouldn't be is if that hack tower has intel and the rocket scatters and blows up the tower. I'm very confident that the Advent General is dying this turn, so I'm willing to stand in the open here to check that. Blitz, squad blitz, who cares? All right, rocket it is, let's go. Get them out. Loot destroyed! Unfortunate. Advent Sniper is dead to shotgun ship, which is always good to see. Flank shotgun here. Point blank shotgun there. That'll be the kill. He's done. Mission accomplished. Hit done. This is the fastest I've ever done this mission type. What was that? The beginning of turn 3, the general's dead as the concealment ambush? I've never seen it this close to spawn before. It's almost always like in the middle somewhere. You know, this happened to the last time. I walked towards the middle and never found it, and it happened to be right next to spawn. I just went the wrong way. Now that I think about it, we did this exact same thing last time. Huh, weird. Anyway, chip him down. We want both of our medics on Overwatch because they actually have long-range guns that can, you know, effectively Overwatch. You're just going to run forward. I'm going to wrap you around just in case. You're going to Overwatch. And you're going to move forward in Overwatch. And that should be my last soldier. Yep. No, we made a lot of noise. A rocket and a car explosion. Yeah, they come sprinting in. They heard that shit. Nice Overwatch. More than I expected from a medic. Good job. We have more rockets for that. Ah, damn. I wasn't sure what was happening at first. I was so unfamiliar with that sound effect. I just don't use the bolt caster often. Now, full disclosure, this is the second time I'm playing the mission. The first time I found him much later. The reason for that is because I ran out of hard drive space. So I'm already familiar with this. In the last episode, I said I'm running a weapon rebalance for the modded weapons from the Hunter DLC. And the bolt caster should upgrade ammo size as you upgrade it, and it doesn't. And I looked at the mod, and it says that it does that, and there's no reason it wouldn't be doing that, and it can't be getting overridden by something else to my knowledge, because, I mean, it's already one of the last things in my load order, so I have no idea why this doesn't have 2 shots. But I guess that alleviates any balance concerns that 2 shots might be causing. Anyway, we have guaranteed 4 damage. Not quite enough to kill there, but interesting. I'm going to start by just blue moving out here. Pulling fog that's going to get pulled this turn no matter what. Someone's going to run towards them to throw a grenade at them. That's a little bit closer than I perhaps should be because that guy explodes. But we've cleared this fog to make it safe for everyone else, which is nice. Medic can push in. You've reloaded already. Someone's going to throw a grenade though. Probably this guy. How dare you mark me? Take out that high cover. Yeah, there's no way that's durable. That looks so easily broken. Wait, he's in flanked half cover? Oh, there's a rock on the other side. I was so confused at first. You've got your flank shot. There's nothing else you're doing. Take it. Maybe the third time.
Not good.
Well, you're next. 81% solid enough. Good job. There we go. Am I in range to axe the further back one? Yeah, I can get the med drone. Fucking nice. I was not expecting to kill that this turn. Just kind of a lot of damage out of the axe for this point in the game.
Did you see that? Moving to fire position.
Whenever you want to let me have controls back.
No problem, boss.
I'm going to run here.
Handle that.
Oh, you guys are sort of far back, aren't you?
Heading out.
So I have shotgun ship to get through the ballistic shield. I don't believe I'm in flamethrower range. I'm 1 tile out. But shotgun ship to guarantee the Frost Purifier shield goes down. Oh, you're immune to the explosion because of its cold typing. Interesting. I did not know that.
Got it covered.
I thought you were specifically immune to Bitter Frost. I didn't know that you were immune to the entire cold type of damage. Or that cold was even a type of elemental damage that was recognized for that matter. Makes sense that it would be since we've added stuff like that with the DLC and expanded on it with Frost Munitions and Frost Legion. Good shot. Really happy to see bonus damage on Frost Lancers. Or sorry, Stun Lancers. Oh, speak of the devil. Hi, Frost Legion. 2 Purifiers and an Adder. All told, the pods in this mission are not that big. Ship on the shield is still nice.
Missed the target.
Is the Frost Legion Adder a leader? I don't know off the top of my head. I want to check. Do you have the regenerating leader shield? It has Russian Bind, Frostspit, and Bind and Crush as well. Just generally a pretty scary unit. Certainly scarier when you don't have flamethrowers, huh?
Confirmed. Moving out.
Anyway, combat engineers embrace being in the open. Get them. It's just, you know, it's what we do. Impressively, the Adder is still up. This Purifier in the back needs to go down. There's Overwatches. How dare you? Psy Zombie. What can I kinetic strike? The Psy Zombie, the Purifier. That one seems good. I'm not too scared of the Sectoid because it's either going to shoot Fiber Giant or it's going to like use a psionic ability. So this. Those Overwatches have no risk for me. At this point in the game, if you aren't shredding my armor first, very nice. Then I'm not really too worried about getting shot by anything. I'm just a little bit ahead of the tech curve on Fiber Giant with its tier 2 shield in comparison to the force level I'm at. Without explosives on the mech or something first, Overwatches are easy to pull. Now, Slash, what do we have? We have the Stun Lancer. We got to worry about that mech, though. I can run and gun to here, only if I destroy the mech's cover with an explosive first. I can sprint in. I'm going to blue move to here and then activate sprint to get closer and throw the grenade. That's a lot of stuff. Laser sight, reflex sight, speed loader, advanced speed agility. What the hell is that about? Adrenaline rush to get in. Get to here. And chuck a grenade. Let's see if we can't turn this tree into something more manageable. I think that might still be blocking line of sight for my assault if I run and gun. Yeah, it's still too much tree to see it. My other medic is kind of a million years away. I will use sprint this turn, though. Or sorry, adrenaline rush, not sprint. To run as far forward as I possibly can and then reload with my bonus action. No damage penalty if I'm not dealing damage. I'm going to run this way and then combat protocol the Stun Lancer just to guarantee it dies. Unless I can haywire the mech successfully. 60% for a shutdown, that's not good enough. Oh wow, it's almost a guaranteed kill. Oh, you're a sergeant, shit, yeah. Okay, somebody come put a shotgun blast into that mech, please. Like, literally just one chip is all we need to kill it. That changes things. I forgot we had a sergeant tech spec on the team. Hey, that's... Wait, does the stock not deal damage with the armor? That's tragic. What else do we have? What else do we have? Nothing, right? I'm gonna haywire protocol and try to shut it down because it's the most dangerous thing on the board right now and I can't answer it. It's only 60% of doing anything, but like, what else am I doing is the issue. Oh, that armor effect on the shotgun stock is unfortunate, but thankfully we're able to get into a situation where it's likely not going to matter. Odds are we deal with everything and then deal with the mech later and no one is around to punish us for having to do it slowly. I can blue move to here. And that probably kills the Frost Purifier, right? Yes. Man, once Frost units start getting big enough to live through flamethrowers, it's going to be terrifying. But for now, that is just like a funny idea, not even close to a reality. I'm going to take the shotgun shot, because then burning probably kills it even if I miss. That was just stupid. I don't know why I did that. Oh, yeah, you can shoot at them. It's fine. They're assault. I mean, they're combat engineers. They'll live. Probably. If you just all shoot at him inside of the spark, despite the spark being much closer to you, then he might die.
When they get back to base, we'll have to give our soldiers some time to heal.
It's fine. He can panic. Oh, you're still going? Holy shit. Good job. Good panic. That just improved my situation. There was nothing bad about that at all. A combat engineer took a wound for 4. Wait, who are you? You're a squatty? That's basically not even a wound. That's just nothing but good. I'm gonna take slash on this guy for 100%. It's a roll to kill. If I miss, someone else can finish him off. And then we see with our first move is fog getting pulled. Is anything important happening? Odds are we're just good to finish the mission. I don't know that this is the last soldier. It feels like it should be. Where is a shield bash? 72%. The odds of hitting are just not great on low-level pioneers, are they? Like, it is consistently around 70 to 90, depending on what you're using, but it's point-blank 70 so often. Oh, you're panicking. Can't kill it. Oh, man. It's fine. We got shotguns. We got shotguns for days. We don't need the tech spec for this. He already did his job of making this not a wound. All right. Who gets it? Probably a combat engineer, on account of them being... even though they're 3/8, it's not them. So it's the pioneer then? Oh, yeah, it's the assault. How'd the pioneer do, by comparison? Terrible. Getting shot doesn't get you trophies. Fair enough. Yeah, assault's been doing really, really well this campaign. I'm happy with that. All right, feeling great about building that axe. Several promotions for corporals and a squatty. Always happy to see more sergeants. Take smokescreen as I do on all of my combat engineers. Take roust as I do on all of my combat engineers. Does the pioneer get to rank up? No, unfortunate. And we have another mech wreck. I don't know if that's enough to meaningfully impact anything, but it's nice. I'm gonna go check out what Left Behind does. It seems important. Oh, all right. I got confused with Spider and Fly. Left Behind is there's a risk of capture on all covert actions. I misread Spider and Fly. There's a risk of ambush on all covert actions. Yeah, it's really good we stopped those two. Covert actions would suddenly suck a whole lot if those went through. Holy shit. Speaking of things that would suck a lot, Ready 2. Oof. Let's go build this radio relay, and hopefully by the time the world lights on fire again, we'll have soldiers ready to go. We're 10 days out from the supply drop, and we've done all the dark events, I think. So it should slow down from here. Covert action facility lead. I think I might need this facility lead. I might have to do this. I have 300 supplies. I can't really afford to spend 180 sending rookies at this. I don't think I have anyone I want to aim stack right now on account of the tremendously limited number of soldiers I have. But wait a second. Dark Horse has Pounce, and the way they got their promotions by going on an aim stack mission that are already at +3, that's why they're at 68 on rookie. Prowling Magus is also a lowest possible ranked soldier, so I just send these two on it. At this point, Dark Horse is going to become a Marine because they're aim stacking this hard. Like, they're aim stacked as hard as White Wolf because White Wolf just gets wounded all the time. We have Entrenched. We have Combat Conditioning, Spare Shells. Like, good enough. You're a solid back horse. You're a solid backup Marine if White Wolf dies, or if White Wolf just keeps getting wounded and you manage to pass them, that's fine too. As for Prowling Magus, they're finally getting their promotion. They first went on a mission like 10 episodes ago, and that all rookies and squaddies mission with the covert infiltration disguises, that was incredible. We don't need a combat engineer. We feel like we have enough assaults, medics. I don't really want another support. We have enough Marines with that new win. I don't actually want a 4th marksman, really. A 5th tech spec sounds nice. Sorry, a 5th marksman. Especially because I have 1 tech spec whose job is just to go on all the hacking missions, right? So I don't really have this for. That's true of Marines too, or marksman rather. I'd like a 5th marksman, I'd like a 5th tech spec. Being forced to choose between them, a low rank marksman feels more valuable to me than a low rank tech specialist. I don't want to use either of these soldiers. I'm gonna make it a marksman for individual concealment in case of ambushes, because odds are this soldier's just going on a bunch of covert ops and never actually going on a mission. At least, ideally, that's the case. Minor risk of ambush? Hey, it's that specific thing I just said we were equipping our soldiers to deal with. All right, good luck, you two. Try not to get captured. Anyway, we're back down to go away. How many people do we have? Is it 3? 4. We're ready for a mission. We got this.
I'm glad to see our joint effort paid
We
off.
advanced the chain. Oh, no, I think it's actually a mission now. Is it wait or is it mission? Blind Alpha got promoted. Covert Ops, is there a mission immediately? No, so we're on the wait step, I think. Coming over to activity chains for Spark Heist, we're on wait, thank God. Because we're at a total of, oh, we're up to 9. We were actually ready to do a mission if we were forced to do it immediately. That's surprising.
I suppose since that worked,
We got Baroque Baron. We have 2 people coming back, including a Sergeant, and we have another Corporal Reaper. Let's go see if they've got enough good perks to take the A-team spot away from Regal Dawn. Alright, coming into the promotion screen, we're going to be giving them phase like we always do on our Reapers. They have low profile. They don't have the crazy stuff like Squad Sight. They do have stunning shots. They have defensive mine and tack rigging. So now I have to make the decision, right, between which of these Reapers do I want. Low profile is so nice. I've just had an epiphany about how my mod setup works. That means, depending on how an interaction goes, low profile might matter a little bit defensively or tremendously offensively. Because I use peek from concealment and high cover allows you to walk up to it and peek around, it really matters for low profile characters with peek from concealment. If you walk up to half cover, does that count as high cover for concealment purposes or just defensively? I don't know if there's different variables for those things. It might just be a setting that changes. It might be the terrain that gets checked for stealth, or it might be the soldier's just defense value that gets checked. I don't know. If low profile works with peek for concealment like that, I'm going to have to make this my A-team Reaper, and I need to pay attention next time I have a tech spec on a mission to how concealment works when they move near units, if they can run up to low half cover stuff. Because if they can, this is insane. So he's missing tack rigging, Deadeye, Squad Sight. That's so good offensively, man. Additional charges of whatever he's using. I mean, that's probably an ammo slot. Maybe tack rigging doesn't matter. But Deadeye for a 50% damage boost shot on something you probably have guarantees on. Just giving you another damage cooldown with Banish and Face Off and all this other shit. and then Squad Sight to go really well with Hawkeye Death from above. Hey, does Hawkeye give you vision range as well? Yeah, it does. Squad Sight's probably not a big deal, right? Like, you'll get the Squad Sight range penalties. You're already at +8. How often is this going to be a situation where I can use Squad Sight effectively? I think I want to make the other one my A team, just barely. They're very close. Realistically, it's going to be the one that doesn't get murdered that gets to be on the A team. But for now, in my notepad, I'm going to be putting Baroque Baron down as my A team Reaper. And getting back into the game, we're going to scan this radio relay. We finished a spark. Oh my god, it's incredible. If we're able to build another spark, that will be fantastic. We'll go check out Spark 53 shortly. How is that spark doing? We have the corpses, baby. I could instead use the corpses to make better armor for my sparks. I think I want 4 sparks before I start making armor. I want 2 pioneers and 2 infiltrators at minimum. I might want a 3rd pioneer. I want to have a pioneer going on every single assault mission for the rest of the game. And I want to have an infiltrator going with them if I can. And the reason I want 2 of each is so I can infiltrate with a team that has pioneer and an infiltrator and still have the other 2 available. Which means that because of wounds, I might want a 3rd of each. I definitely want 2 of each, so I'm going to keep building sparks for now. Now, coming over to my newest spark, it's Carbon Mile. I think I've had Carbon Mile before too. I'm just not rolling any of the other sparks that I've made. That's fine. Now, coming over to promotions, he definitely looks more like an infiltrator than a pioneer. He's not a big tanky looking boy, is he? I don't think I want a 2nd pioneer just yet. So here's the awkward thing, right? I think an infiltrator is a better unit for me to have right now, but I want my pioneer to level up more than my infiltrator. My infiltrator is going to be relatively safe by comparison. An infiltrator is not going to be running to the front and intentionally taking shots all the time. Pioneers are. Pioneers have to get durable fast, but having 2 pioneers on the same team sucks. Oh, it's really close. I don't know which one I want to do. So my answer is that in like 2 to 3 in-game months, I'm going to be going on a base assault. And the additional week of experience on this infiltrator will matter a lot. Whereas this pioneer would be staying back for assault missions and not on that base assault in the first place. Also, aesthetically, he really should not be a big tanky pioneer. Look at that man. He should be an infiltrator. Now, they have the same core systems, all of the sparks do. The difference is their loadout. You can see he still has the bit. He has the big spark machine gun. And we'll talk about what his upgrades do once we get there, but for now, it's just a kit difference. And a stat difference. His aim is much better, and his mobility isn't getting penalized by that shield. And we continue scanning this radio relay, or building, we're not scanning. The Advent mech is broken down. That should unlock Gauss weapons for us. This also unlocks Kremlin Mark II, which is fantastic. Plated bit for that thing we just built, kinetic strike modules. We can do blue screen protocol stuff now. There's a lot of different things that gave us that are all very, very nice. But for now, the big one is the expanded repair bay. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Going over to the proving ground real quick. Where do I even... Okay, this is where they get repaired. So I can currently repair 2 at a time. Okay, good. So, coming back, I want Gauss weapons, right? There's no chance I want anything else. We have a breakthrough for Resistance Comm Station. Don't I already have that? Oh, no, I don't. I never built Resistance Comms. I have no ability to build more radios at all for a while right now. Okay, that's funny. I was unaware of that. I thought I was working on it, but I've been working on other things. Fair enough. This saves me... Oh, right, yeah. I did the research. This builds it faster. I don't care at all. All right, I got spun around in my head a little bit. We're going to spend 9 days making Gauss weapons. And the big thing this does is not actually unlocking Gauss weapons. That's obviously really, really nice, and we want them. It unlocks the breakthrough, or the bridging tech, rather, that is effectively giving +1 to all plated armor health and all Gauss weaponry and mag weaponry damage. It's going to be really valuable for that more than anything else. And then we continue to build this radio relay. Not that we can follow it up with anything. What is this? Monthly income decreased by 27. Not too beat up about it. A little bit beat up about that. Fine, let's go. Yeah, it was going well until the very end. I was 1 tile away from making a Gothic Toaster, and then everything pulled between rounds, and both of them took Beagle Rush shots. Beagle Rush shots. It doesn't feel like showing her health anymore, but it's missing 3, I think. Anyway, they both live. Don't worry about it. We're gonna need to man that infirmary when it finishes. Wait, is that infirmary really not done yet? Or do I have a man staffing it? I don't know. I should check my wound status. I don't know if I need an engineer in there anymore. I think that's what's happening. Well, I might now, I guess. Those wound times are not bad. I assume that means that someone is staffing the infirmary right now. So we did all of that for Melancholy Manticore, our new skirmisher. Let's go have a look. We're gonna be taking explosive action because it's sick. In terms of skills, they're not as good as the other guy, which is fortunate because we've already went all in on them. Remote start's very good. Heavy hard points is nice, but it's not quite the same level of bullshit the other guy had. What's our living space at right now? What's the situation for that? 53 of 55, pretty close to max. The infirmary's not finished. We need to finish that. It definitely would be relevant right now. For the time being, though, oh, there's 1 hour left. Let's go take a look at the facility. Now that this is done, we can staff an engineer to reduce wound time. Funny thing that we're staffing an engineer to reduce wound time based on the current state of our, how many people are wounded? It's fucking a lot. It's like an entire scroll bar, right? Last I checked, it's almost an entire scroll bar. Is it exactly? It's 1 short. Damn. A lot of them are coming back relatively soon. I am staffing it though. Yeah, we're gonna keep this staffed until that looks better. Additionally, I would like to remove some negative traits. What are the worst negative traits available in my entire roster? Oh wait, can you recover while you're not ready? Yeah, I want to recover negative traits on people who aren't ready. So like Fantastic Fox, Total Halibut, and just those two are off the table immediately because they're already ready. I want to send people who can't go on missions. Yeah, Capitalist Prodigy is out for 9 days anyway. Oh, but they're good. That's beneficial. Torpedo Avalanche has Fear of the Lost and Tired 7 days. I'm gonna have him go first. Takes them 10 days. Yep, for 3 additional days after he recovers from being tired, he'll get rid of his negative trait. That's a good deal. Get out of here. Oh, I was supposed to not make the Skulljack and go straight into making more sparks. Do I have the sparks for that? Commander. I think I actually put the command in and just didn't. Yeah, whoops, I forgot to do that. I forgot to click the button and make it go first. That's like a day and a half to lay on a spark for no reason, but we'll be fine. Spark Heist is ready. Is it a stealth mission? It is. We have to infiltrate. And like, this is obviously incredible. This is so beneficial for us. This will be the only Spark Heist we get all campaign. The reason for that is because you only get Spark Heist when you have, I think, 2, 1, or 0 sparks. So early in the game, you are very likely to see this mission, but after the beginning, it doesn't just keep feeding you sparks. Anyway, we got this into Corporal and somebody minor ambush risk. I don't like it. It's fine though. Those outfits make this mission type a lot easier. I think Crying Wolf gets to Sergeant from doing this mission, so I'll send them. And if I have any squaddies, they're automatically the people going on this mission. Well, you're not actually a squaddie. You've been promoted and I just forgot to do it. I have an overabundance of combat engineers at the minute, so I'll send Rowdy Harlequin to do this. I can send 25 supplies to negate the ambush risk, but it's minor. I have a defensive mine and 2 shotguns. If I can I can actually just take out the ambush, or not the ambush, the reinforcement pod at the start and fight my way through with this team. So I don't see any reason to spend supplies on that whatsoever.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry.
Oh, it's not actually a full mission. It's just like 2 guys. That's nice. I thought I had to send a whole 8-man team to get this spark. We continue with the radio relay. It wraps up. Okay, what next? I accidentally clicked on something. Not sure what. I think the skirmisher headquarters. I was trying to drag around. I'm pretty sure I've seen the black market, this supply drop, already a long time ago. I think they were giving me a deal on officer corpses, though. For like 3 hours, I can sell any new officer corpses I picked up. And that'll be worth... Yeah, they want those. You want our auto-refueling tanks? No, thank you. You can't have 3 officers, though. Thanks for the 24 bucks. See you next month. I'm going to go ahead and build this radio relay now. We're going to need it later, guaranteed. So there's no reason not to do it now. None of the stuff we're doing right now in terms of scans is great. Like, we can build the radio relay, or we can go scan for supplies or rookies very, very slowly. The rookies I wouldn't mind, but I'm very close to needing to upgrade living space, and I actually don't feel like I have great amounts of supplies to do so. Radio relay seems more important in the long run. What 100 intel? That's important. Oh, no. These are not the words you want to see. You don't want to see recover faction affiliated operative. That is not what we were looking for. That's the hardest mission type in the game. We have 24 ready, though. We can send out the best team we've got. We also appear to have unlocked a new covert op here that I didn't notice when it came through. And we have an exhaustive training I never sent. We need to do that as well. Let's go figure out who's going on these officer training. Who's our best sergeant that isn't close to promoting? Final Enigma is an assault that is not being aim stacked, so we don't need to send them on covert ops for that. That is nowhere near promotion unless I send them on this, so you can go. Then we just need to put like our worst available soldier in there with them. Let's see who that is. That's an easy Cryolite Commando. Get in there, buddy. We give them both civilian disguises to get them out a little bit faster. They'll never know that we're terrorists with all these funky masks that we're wearing. Good luck, folks. We have the manpower to start this mission now. And I think by the time this mission is finishing, we might actually want it. Obviously, the risk here is a little bit shit. But we can negate soldier capture with 25 supplies. So I have an aim stack mission that my Marine is not ready for. I'm gonna send somebody I won't own it. So Iron Rhino, Depressed Draugr, Den Mother are the ones. My Marksman, my Skirmisher, and my Field Support for my A team. Den Mother is also tired. I think Iron Rhino is currently on a mission, right? No, they're not. They're ready. Okay, we'll send them. We have to negate the capture, so this requires 3 soldiers, which is a little bit gross. Honestly, I don't think I have the soldier count to do this one. I think that's too much, and for too little, it's just 2 aim. I definitely don't have enough manpower to do it, because this is 2 infiltration missions. Like, this is not a covert op, this is a full-on infiltration mission, and I have to do it twice to get that actionable lead. So I think I'm doing that. Sitrep show of force twice, huh? I don't know what having 2 of them means. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Anyway, this will be an incredibly hard mission. I think you have to send 8-man squads on this. The real question is, can I send an 8-man squad of combat engineers and sappers in exclusively civilian clothes? I was memeing, but I do have 8 combined sappers and combat engineers to send. The reason you might want to do something that stupid is because mines are really good on this mission type. But that's not the way to play this. You want to send the Templar because they're so good at moving around and catching stragglers that scatter to weird locations. You definitely do want 2 sappers and 2 comm engineers. You do want a shitload of mines. And we'll be sending exclusively the sergeants. We want the best available soldiers for this. And then I think for our 4th soldier, we probably want to bring our best assault with the axe. Is there even an assault available? You can't send a tired soldier on this mission type. We have an assault back in 23 hours. The thing is, if I wait for them, I'm essentially giving up an entire day on all of these other soldiers. So bringing this assault costs me 24 times 7, 167 man hours. Which always makes it sound a lot worse. Like, any number of man hours in the 100 sounds terrible, but like, it is legitimately a day on all of my soldiers. I don't think it's worth. What else can we bring? Bringing this absolutely stacked Draugr probably is worthwhile. He has the Ripjack, and we can upgrade that Ripjack, in fact. Let's build that. Let's go find an Ionic Ripjack for that man. Honestly, he's going to be shooting that gun so much, we should get him the better bullpup too. Here's your Cal 15 bullpup and your Ionic Ripjack. What are the stats on this? 5 to 6 damage. It'll scale up a lot with heat, though. 4 to 6 damage on the bullpup. Not really that much better than what we've been using, but still an improvement nonetheless. Oh, we can also get him better armor. Which, like, it's just mean to not give him the better armor, right? Like, why didn't we already build this? Plated skirmisher armor. Supplies cost money, but that soldier is worth investing. That soldier is a tremendous investment from me. Not giving him the armor is insane. Nice arms. I mean, why are you so shiny? Oh, I know why you're so shiny. I know what mod that is. There we go, Fortnite Metis Rex. It's a really good skin, but I don't want it randomly showing up on any 1v4 powered armor. Okay, so full disclosure, I did some mod work in between the 2 parts of the video, and when I did, I was watching a YouTube video, and at some point I took off my headphones, and then I finished recording this, and I didn't bother putting my headphones back on, and I didn't realize the YouTube video was still playing in the rest of this. So, to avoid you hearing Syken playing the game underneath me playing the game, I'm just going to turn off my sound, and it's just going to be my voice for the rest of this. Sorry. Thinking about this mission and the roster pressure I'm under, I'm going to build this mag auto pistol for my Templar. And then going over to his abilities, I'm going to go ahead and spend some AP picking up Sidearm Specialist right now. That should make him substantially more effective at range than he otherwise would be. And I'm going to send a 6-man team. I think the roster pressure I'm under, I need to send a 6-man team to get them back quicker. I will be sending them with everything I possibly can, though. I don't know if I can justify spending the last of my money on this Templar armor. I think I do it. I'm going to, because I need it eventually anyway. I'm probably never making a second set of Templar armor, but I think it's worth doing. I like how much you changed when I equipped that. But I think this is it. I think I send this team, it's only 6 days, 21 hours. I'm not going to wait a day and then bring a 7th and 8th man and have them take like 14 days total. It would be so inefficient. With an extreme risk of messy insertion, it's unclear to me whether or not the goal is to over-infiltrate to make that not happen, or to go as fast as possible on the basis that you're going to be less tired and less injured than you would be the amount of time you spend over-infiltrating, right? I don't know. This is the team I'm sending, though, one way or another. I don't have the roster to do another mission, or to do a full team, rather. I need to do more missions. If I send more people and wait, I'm going to put myself in a bad spot. I need to be strong going into the start of the month. Flagship Inferno is back. Their mobility is up. Wretched Phoenix is back. They've been shot in the head, apparently. They'll be fine. Walk it off. Hopping into the barracks briefly, there are a few people with promotions that got them on covert ops. This Marine Rampant Mystery is going up to covering fire. Wretched Alpha is taking lead the target as a corporal marksman. And Blind Alpha will take a low profile as a corporal tech spec. And then we continue building the radio relay until that spark finishes. Let's go figure out what we're doing now. You know what we don't have? Money! Or Advent Max, but money is a big one. We built the 4 sparks we wanted. It's the reason we're low on alloys, is we built 3 sparks, which takes 90 alien alloys. These sparks have been an absolutely massive investment for this campaign. We spent 300 supplies and it's 90 alloys getting them. So they need to carry that weight. We were so flush with resources before we started making them. I can research blue screen protocol, but then I'd have to buy the blue screen rounds. And you might notice that's not viable right now. There's also not quite enough robots to justify bringing blue screen rounds over other ammos. And to that end, I think I'll be bringing experimental ammo. Experimental grenades feel unnecessary at the minute. Acid grenades don't have that many targets. Incendiary grenades are only for Frost, but I have other units for that. Gas grenades are good, but I've got one already. Frost grenade's not that great. That's not the original freezing grenade, that's the bitter Frost grenade that is much more balanced. Experimental ammo can unlock corrosive rounds, which are insane. It can also unlock a lot of trash. Let's see what I would like. I don't care about AP rounds at all, because I already have 2 by random chance. Dragon rounds are good, even if they're the second ones. Same for Venom and Corrosive. Tracer rounds are okay. I have soldiers with bad aim that would appreciate them. Talon rounds are great. Eventually, Sabo and Arctic aren't good generally. I think if I go through experimental grenades, there's only one bad hit, and I'll get use out of all of these eventually. So I'm going to go for experimental grenades. I'll roll the dice here first, before going into experimental ammo. And I'll let the Skulljack finish as well. And I nearly forgot, we have a new soldier, Dread Mechanism. I'm not sure if they've shown up in a campaign before. I feel like they have, but they didn't get much play. Hopefully that doesn't happen with them this time. Now again, they look more like an infiltrator than a pioneer to me. Fiber Giant's still not full health. And I do want my pioneers ranking up faster, generally speaking. So regardless of what you might look like, you're a pioneer now, buddy. Anyway, back to it. Let's keep building this radio relay. Supply drop hits. We did 6 guerrilla ops, built a radio relay, investigated a rumor, researched 5 techs, did 7 covert actions, 3 brooming round block checks, 3 ambushes, killed an alien ruler. Here's $300. I feel like we earned that money. Anyway, the Warlock can summon Advent Troopers now. Is that an upgrade? Doesn't sound like one. Really does not sound like an improvement over whatever you previously summoned. Like, he's already summoned Stun Lancers, who cares? They're increasing their strength, he's cracking down our income, the Hunter is AFK. New alien facility in 2 weeks. Stun Lancers get Bending Reed. Okay, so Bending Reed, I'm just straight up not going to bother stopping. Stun Lancers usually get killed before they're allowed to attack, and if they're able to run away after attacking, that's not actually that much worse. So I'm probably not going to do Bending Reed, and instead what I'll do is I'll start trying to progress one of the chains for hunting the Chosen this month. 302 supplies, not just yet. Abandoned camp with intel is a good thing to do if I don't have the money to build radio relays. I didn't want to move. But if I am going to the black market, that's not like the worst thing in the world. I'd be doing it eventually. They won't. You want Mechrex? Suck a dick. You're not getting Mechrex. Like, that is absolutely not on the table. What are you talking about? Oh, wait a second. I built all of my sparks. I only need Mechrex to make their armor, which I can't afford to do right now anyway, because I spent all my money on sparks. Do I have, like, exactly one Mechrex I can sell you or something? No, if it was on sale, it'll be up at the top. I don't even have one. What are you talking about? Here's the poster you wanted. Do I have anything that I think is generally worthless that I should just be selling? I don't think I'll be doing data pads anytime soon. I might just need the supplies more than I need this intel in the late game. I don't want to sell them, though. But 133 lost corpses. I can use these to make Phantom Slayer rounds in the future. I'm sure I'll find more corpses before I get to whatever that is. You can have this. I need the supplies. Just give me a little bit. I'm going to sell the wide angle nozzle because last time I played this was buggy and simultaneously didn't do what it said and gave me range bonuses on melee attacks. So all these other vintage posters as well. That way they can't go on sale and waste a sale for me next time. I'm at 167 value right now. I have data pads and data caches. What's the difference? You can get through a data pad faster. So here's where I'm at. I don't think in the late game you need to like do all of these. You might need to do a couple of them. I'm going to sell 2 of these and 1 of these to get down to 1 of each. That's way if I need intel, whichever one is right, I'll have it available. And I have plenty of time to find more before I get to the point in the game where I should need those anyway. I have less Elerium cores than I thought. I did spend 6 of them making sparks. That is fair. Anytime I think, wow, sparks are OP, I remember that I built my entire campaign strategy around them and I'm all in on them working because they're the reason I can't afford to make mag weapons. All right, let's do it. You can have all that shit. We're up to a reasonable amount of money. We can get 300 more by doing the supply drop. Building this radio relay doesn't really matter, so it's better to do supply drop now unless I can skip it this month. I can't really build things. I'm out of alloys, right? Like, what do I need resources for? I've already built both radio relays, right? Coming over to soldiers, I only have 5 soldiers wounded. None of them are that bad. I'm going to take this engineer off of the infirmary. Put him back on clearing this because I need space here. This will be done in 18 days. Resistance ring is about to finish up. That'll just be good. I need to build the radio relay here. That'll be happening towards the end of the month, though, like 3 days before the supply drop. So there's no point in getting credits for it. I think I'm probably not picking up that supply drop, and I'm going to let it double up again to get myself 3 extra days of scanning time by not picking it up now and just getting it with next month's supply drop. In which case, the thing we do is we go back to building this radio relay. I shouldn't have clicked that. I should have clicked Covert Ops. This was flashing red, indicating there's something I don't know about that just became available last time. Oh, yes, the supply drop happened. And I accidentally immediately clicked. All of these are new. Yeah, we need to look at a lot of stuff. Exhaustive training happens at some point in the month, guaranteed. Probably now, but potentially later on a lieutenant if we can make that happen. I believe that White Wolf should either be ready now or very shortly. White Wolf will be back in 3 days. And when they do get back, I'll send them on this mission. We have a reduce avatar project progress that stacks mobility. Sign me up. Flagship Inferno's out for 9 days. If there's a second mobility mission, I'll be sending someone else on this one immediately. It's a breakthrough mission, but it's also the one that lets you swap out sims. Yeah, I'll be doing that. That sounds worth doing. So in 9 days, I'll start that with Inferno Flagship, meaning we can get someone on reduce avatar project now. We have 2 AIM+4 missions. If Rhino's available, we'll send them on 1 because White Wolf is only going to be able to go on 1 most likely this month. Yeah, Iron Rhino's available, so we'll send them on 1 of them. Let's see how the capture risk is looking at the end of this. I'll send Perfect Tragedy because he's afraid of the Faceless. Don't want him on real missions. They're looking at we just have to negate capture risk, right? You can't allow that even at trivial. Major wounds sucks, but they're not important soldiers, at least not currently. Minor ambush is fine because they're in the outfits. They should be good. Good luck. And we'll get an experimental item. It'll be neat. So something exceptionally awkward is I really do want to send out this mobility mission because I know Flagship's only getting 1 mobility mission in this month. But there's no one else I'm stacking mobility on, really. So I might just not be doing this one, unfortunately. That's good for the roster, though. Dead Titan made it to Sergeant, which means that they can hack stack on this mission. Hot damn. Out of curiosity, they have 72 hacking. What do my other Sergeant tech specs have? Big Large has 65, so we're currently up 7. This will put us up 12 afterwards, which is wonderful. We do not really care about negating a wound chance whatsoever. And if anything, it'll make the mission more likely for the ambush, right? I have 3 field medics available right now, so I take the one lowest on experience. Shove them in the mission. Rowdy Ruffian didn't bring their arms and legs. There, perfect. In my opinion, it's not worth giving another soldier up to get rid of the wound risk. Hopefully we don't get wounded. That's the plan. Once this soldier is much closer to being a real relevant member of the team all the time, I think I'll care more. But for now, I don't know. There is Sergeant tech spec at a point in time when I have Sparks. We actually are at the point in the game where the soldier's relevant. 5 hacking, like if they're up 12 over a normal tech spec and I build a tier 2 gremlin, they're actually really, really good at hacking. Like I had a Sergeant tech spec with a 60% shutdown last mission, right? That would be a 72% shutdown for this soldier. And with a gremlin upgrade, I don't know what that goes to, but it's a very reliable number. No, this soldier can't be wounded. I need them as often as possible. I guess I'm sending a medic with them again, because, I mean, medics are not great soldiers in day-to-day missions. I've got 3 medics available, so I only need 1 for a mission if I need 1. Good luck, guys. Try not to die with all my medics, Titan. I'm going to leave exhaustive training here. That way, at the end of the month, I can see if anyone is at lieutenant and able to skip that entire rank and get really far forward in ranks by doing that. We have 3 mobility missions available, and we just can't do them. We're definitely going to be doing gain ability points and breakthrough research for mobility, and the actual bonuses are relevant, right? We won't be able to swap out combat sims, and we won't the ability points. I'm going to send out this ability point mission now. I just have to figure out who I'm putting mobility on. And my gut here is, since Inferno keeps getting wounded and not being available, we just send out whatever other assault we have, because their perks really don't matter. So we just send like Mercury Hawk on this mission with someone else and get mobility stacking on a second assault, and Mercury Hawk is now the backup. And I don't know who really ends up on the A team, because it depends on who gets more mobility. It's a good feeling when I have to keep asking myself, who's my worst soldier? And I look at the list and I'm like, there's not one. I would like to buy a rookie in that situation, but with rookies costing 90 supplies and me having spent all of my money on Predator armor and Sparks, I can't really afford to buy rookies. I've got 2 Marines left. I think I send one of them on this mission. Magpie's going to be tired after this, but people will come back. There are other Marines. I like the very similar outfits with blue and red. They'll never know you guys are spies. Good luck. All right, and that's it for this stuff right now. We definitely have more to do in the future. We need to reduce avatar progress, but we want to do personal combat sims even more. Oh, man. I thought I was going to be hunting the Chosen this month. How am I looking on soldiers right now? 15? We have 5 soldiers coming back in the next 2 days from tired. Wounds aren't that bad. Pretty much all of these guys are back in the next 5 days, right? With the exception of this 6 days, that 15 days, this 9 days. So in the next 6 days, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 of those guys. That's pretty good. I think we can afford to send out a mission to hunt the Chosen. And we can't hunt for the Reapers or Templars, so we aren't actually there yet. Oh, wait, I am hunting the Chosen. That already happened. Well, I can hunt the other Chosen, too. One of them, it's true. Either the Reapers or the Templars, I haven't gotten to their land, so I can't hunt their Chosen yet. But the other one, I am just actually already hunting that Chosen. I think it's worth doing this. I was going to say pick somebody who goes out for the A team, but like those people are busy. They're on the A team because they're already mission stacking, or they're on the A team because I'm investing in them and I need them for missions, right? I'm going to send Fantastic Fox and just not bring a field medic on the next mission, because field medics are easily my least valuable soldier. No, you can have the ambush risk. Sorry, we can't get rid of that. We can't afford it. God, this is just so many people on covert ops. I feel like I'm making a mistake, but I also just need to get started on this shit. Like, you got to hunt the Chosen eventually. I'm going to send my Corporal Combat Engineer. It's one of the worst soldiers I have left. I've got 2 other Sergeant Combat Engineers available. We're not going to negate the ambush risk. We don't have the soldier count for that. All right. If you get to be a Scion, I'll be happy you have Will +4. Otherwise, I'm just happy to send you instead of a better, more proactive Sergeant. Good luck. And later on, we'll work on hunting the Warlock properly. That's a lot of in-progress stuff. We plan on doing 3 of these at a later point in time, that being exhaustive training, reduce avatar progress, and investigate rumors, and breakthrough research. So 4. With what's left, there are like 5 of these 7 missions that I actually want to run. Exhaustive training for the promotion, aim +4, mobility, mobility, mobility. And for some of those, I do have plans to run them in the future, but I can't do all these mobility missions this month. What I can do is finish building this radio relay. The Skulljack is complete. Now we need to learn skull mining so it's actually good. It's a core and 125 supplies to make the Skulljack way, way more useful. I'm going to take that over the experimental grenade. And hopefully our Sparks just don't get injured enough that we need to make the expanded repair bay anytime soon. And we keep doing this. Resistance ring is done, finally. I don't know if we can set cards or if we have to wait for the supply drop, unfortunately. We go over to resistance orders. What are our cards? We have Tithe for 15% more resources for missions. An additional +2 power on the Avenger. I'm not sure that's going to be relevant. We got Between the Eyes for a mission before. The resistance contact would be nice. 10% more supplies from the supply drop seems pretty minor. Facility construction speed's minor. Mission timers increased by 2. I don't think we've been having too much trouble with that. Intel rewards by 10 would be nice, but again, not really. Looks like we are able to set them now. The thing is, we only have enough influence for the wildcard order here. We have a low influence with everyone. We don't desperately need any of this, to be honest. I think the best one is this. That way we can just shotgun ship guarantee kill lost at any point in time. I don't know if it works on stocks. Now I want to find out. That's how I'm making my decision. We're almost done with Gauss weapons, but we are so far from being able to actually afford them. The Avatar project is also almost done, unfortunately. We're going to have to do an alien base assault to deal with that. There's no way around that. Anyway, keep building this radio relay. I promise you it's important. We have a new assault mission for rescue stranded resistant agents. Okay, please be a dark event I want to stop. Collateral damage is the one that gives them grenades. Good. Because I want to rescue Fool's Idol, the Sergeant Marine. That sounds great. I'd love to have them aboard. Biotroop deployment and the Horde, huh? Operation Halogen Weasel. Oh, that's a fantastic name. I love that. Anyway, let's go gear this mission out. It's almost certainly wrong for me to build a second Ionic Ripjack. But this guy would benefit a lot from having a Ripjack. I guess because he can't hit and run yet, it's not as important. The team I've set up is Reaper, Skirmisher, my new Infiltrator, and new Pioneer. The reason I'm sending the new Pioneer is with Lost, this should be a relatively easier mission, even though Biotroop deployment is scary as hell. What force level are we at, by the way? Haven't looked at that in a long time. Force level 6, pretty spooky. That's not too bad, though. I was really worried it might be 7. Or even worse, 8. I was terrified that it might be getting that high, but only 6 is acceptable. That's not too bad. And then outside of these 4 units, we have a Marine, 2 Common Engineers, because we have an abundance of those. That's sort of something we intentionally did to ourselves, though. And we have Seething Orca, our marksman, who should be taking a Vector Rifle. All right, that's the best we've got, I think. We have 2 Sparks, 2 Hero units, and 4... Are they all Sergeants? We have 4 Sergeants. It's a pretty strong team. These are basically squaddy Sparks. They're not great, but Sparks have a pretty high baseline. I thought that I was through the, oh no, I'm out of soldiers phase of the game, but I was very wrong about that. I would really like to be buying more rookies, and I don't have the ability to do that, but thankfully, it sort of works out in the long run. Because if you buy rookies, you get up to max soldiers, and you start having to, like, kick soldiers out as you go over when you rescue new people, like the Sergeant Marine. So we'll slowly fill out the rest of our living space by just rescuing more soldiers. You know, unless people start dying, in which case maybe we need to buy some rookies. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I think this is good, though. I'm pretty confident in this team. I'm just worried about what comes next and what comes next and what comes next. It's been like that the whole campaign, right? I feel like we're always just scraping by. We have just enough to be confident right now, but no idea what's around the corner. This XCOM campaign is living paycheck to paycheck, man. Anyways, it's been a long episode. I'm done for now. I hope you enjoyed the episode. The start of month strategy layer always takes a while. I appreciate it if you stuck through it, and I'll see you in the next one.